This is much better.
Yeah?
Yeah, just because I got to see you for 5 minutes in person, and
Yes.
that was tough. That was tough. So I'm very glad that this screen is once again dividing us. So
yeah, this wall of safety.
Yes, exactly. I'm in my safe space.
Yeah. This is
now.
the wall I wanted built right here.
Yep, that's it. I'm just
Build the wall
right down
between
here.
me and Tom.
Yep, right there. Yep.
That said, it was so nice to see you for 5 minutes.
It was so nice to see you for 5 minutes.
It was like 8
you look
minutes,
like you lost weight. You did. You look like you lost weight. Gotta make sure that you're eating, and this is coming from a person who doesn't. So,
wow,
that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm sick.
Maybe. How was the game? Baby, we here.
We steer
you in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. Also, the home of the curse wheel over there.
Whoo!
Oh, when it curses you hard. Aaron Rodgers, it cursed him hard.
Curse wheel refuses to miss.
Can't even fitting. I did give them permission to blame you for the Bills' loss.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's just
they didn't get cursed.
What when you styled your hair, just overall aura. I feel like that's just. I mean, we blame so much on you already, and I would say like a good 63% is warranted. But I just want to cover the other 37.
I think I'll change my name to Blame Me Sports. Huh?
I think that could do well.
Absorber of your pain. I'm a healer. I heal you.
BMS.
Blame Me
Bowel
Sports. Movement Sports.
That's right, baby.
Also nice.
Honestly, it works for your coffee. I'm just saying there's plenty of... I mean, what successful company doesn't completely rebrand? 13 years into their career? 12 years into their career?
HBO. HBO did it.
We're going to go with HBO Max. We're going to go with Max. We're going to go with
Max. Tom Grossi Max.
Everything.
Grossi Posse.
Of course, the Grossi Posse Plus. There, I got an advertisement because, I think it's now the second generation. It's pretty old. The good old Amazon Echo that I got years and years ago. And now they're doing it's like Echo Plus, and it looks like the Disney Plus logo. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, no. It's like, do you want to have a full conversation with it? I go, no. I want to use it as a speaker for music, and I would like to know the weather. That's what I.
That's all you want.
It's literally all I want. I don't need to have a full blown conversation with it.
Does
yours need to have a
Does yours do that thing like at 7 a.m. where it just gives you an update without you asking for it?
Oh, I tell it to shut up. I don't let that do that now.
How do you turn that off?
I just you go into the settings and then you could toggle things off. I still haven't figured out how to turn notifications off. So every now and then it glows yellow, and I'm just delete notification. I don't even listen to what they are anymore.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Anyway, there are things we do need to talk about. Holy crap, the Buffalo Bills lost to the Miami Dolphins. The Jets won their second straight game. That's how you know things are getting real, real crazy. All the afternoon slot games, they scored over 40 points. We'll talk about that as well. There was a lot of upsets that happened yesterday. Jonathan Taylor, I think, got back into that MVP conversation very quickly by rushing over 240 yards and 3 touchdowns, even though Daniel Jones got murdered yesterday, getting sacked 7 times. And the Steelers got their ass kicked on Sunday night.
Yeah, that sums it up. Well,
the
see
Jaguars.
You guys next week.
Can't forget about the Jaguars. How they blew that game, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you.
To the Texans. In the fourth quarter.
Davis Mills. It's not even CJ Stroud. I'm telling you, it's that long neck. He can see over the offensive line.
Yeah. Who told everybody last week Davis Mills actually played decent?
People who watched the game.
No, it was me, Brandon Perna, knower of football things.
EMS.
I was like, you know what? Mills came in and I thought he actually looked a little better than CJ Stroud in that game.
He got protected a lot better too.
Yeah, there's a thing that happens when, quarterbacks want to get rid of the ball. There's a lot to, this is one of my favorite football seasons of all time. And it's just because every week I'm surprised in good ways. I think I appreciate feeling like I have a beat on a team, and then they just do the opposite just to say, ha ha. And I like to believe they are personally telling me to F off, you know? And the Bears have turned into a team that you can't beat in the fourth quarter. The Giants have a few pieces we know are really good, and every week we're not going to see them. You know,
Jaxon Dart can't win in the fourth quarter,
and he was the reason the Giants were kind of beating the piss out of the Bears. Yep. And then he gets concussed, and the Giants blow another fourth quarter lead. Tua and the Dolphins and Devin Achane. I know why Buffalo lost that game, and we'll get into it, but like, dear Lord. And honestly, Patriots, Buccaneers.
Yeah, good game.
Two quarterbacks I think everybody loves this year. Drake May, Baker Mayfield.
Drake May.
As advertised. I thought Baker played better than Drake. Drake kind of had a bad interception late in that game, but it didn't matter because the Patriots are just a good team.
Dude, Henderson had a career day. Holy cow, man. We streamed that game. He had a 55-er. He had a 60. Him looking to the sideline, asking if he could score is art.
I don't ask for permission. I ask for forgiveness.
Is that like, wouldn't you pick parking spots or like you every day in your life? I like that hashtag Mills Mafia. I like that. Oh, also, you want to talk about things that people called? Who called it? I did not pick them to lose, but I was like, you know what would make a lot of sense? The Panthers just beat the Packers. They lose to the Saints.
Yeah, fair enough. That does make sense. That does track.
And now I'm even more confident that the Packers could beat the Eagles tonight.
Yeah.
Because no one knows. No one knows. No. Tyler Shuck looked good.
Saints fans went from maybe Rattlers to the guy, oh, fuck, we definitely got to draft a quarterback, to Tyler Shuck's pretty cool.
Yep. He's like, pretty good. Because he did okay last, like, in his debut, he was like, all right. He wasn't the worst thing about our offense. Yesterday, able to do it. They stopped.
Yeah, I mean, his debut was against the Rams, so like that's tricky. That's tricky.
That'd be tough, but yeah, let's. You want to
start
the Bills game because I think that's the biggest upset of the week, right?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, dude, Davis Mills, legitimately, he was really great in that fourth quarter. I mean, the Jaguars, it is just a complete and total collapse.
Yeah,
and there are a lot of things that did not look good. Jaguars, because and I'm pissed too, because there was two games that I switched at the last second while I was recording predictions. It was the Texans game. I originally picked the Texans. Jaguars won. I picked the Chargers. And then I picked the Steelers, and Chargers won. So.
Oh, you switched?
It was literally while recording predictions. I was like, you know what? I convinced myself. Idiot.
That was silly.
That's what I get. That's what I get. Yep. Oh, yeah. Sunday Night Football. Legitimately. Just a horrific game. I mean, two primetime. So that was what was happening last night. Everyone's like, is this as bad as the Raiders Broncos? I was like, no, it's not. It was not.
Yeah, come on now.
That game was pretty awful.
Come on, that game was fun.
It was not, no.
All right, let me tell you why Buffalo loses this game. Tom Grossi comedy.
BMS.
Okay. First problem. The 3 turnovers for the Bills. Now Tua had 2, but they weren't of the magnitude here.
James Cook in the end zone.
James Cook fumbles the ball away. All right. After getting a first down. Josh Allen fumbled the ball away after getting a first down. Josh Allen threw an interception right into the end zone.
Yep.
Now, you've got a guy like Devin Achane, just goes off, just 174 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. You see the speed he possesses in this game, the difference maker he is. Waddle was great as well.
Yep.
But Buffalo, they're trailing. They got behind in this game.
Oh.
And what did they do? They freaking abandoned the run game.
Yep.
Just 13 touches for James Cook. I'm looking into it for winners and losers. And I'm like, you know what? Every week James Cook has played well. It feels like the Bills have won.
Correct.
True that. Double true, Tom, because the 3 losses, James Cook under 100 yards for the Bills. All their wins, except for week 1, which is when they played the Ravens, all of their other wins, he's had over 100 rushing yards. And I think the Bills are asking Josh Allen to do a lot with the receiving group that is just kind of lackluster.
It is.
And when they get away from running the ball, they don't play that. They don't have that balanced attack, and it cost them dearly against the Dolphins, who reportedly would not trade them Jalen Waddle. So they used Jalen Waddle to torture them. But
yeah, you're not wrong. Brandon, win a fake! Woo! I want to see some Minnesota Vikings crying on the field this weekend to Bears. Oh, I got you, buddy. I got you. Don't worry, we'll talk about the Vikings game.
No! Make him come. No! They're Minnesota Vikings crying on the field.
I forget every time.
Make him come.
I love sex.
You are 100% correct. We've talked about this a few times and talking about the Buffalo Bills is that you look at last year and the expectations heading into last season, right? Where that the Bills were going to take a step back. And why was that? You looked at their wide receiver core and you're like, all right, I think they're going to take a step back because of that. And they didn't really have a balanced run game. What happens last season? James Cook goes off, right? They have a top, was it number 3 or is it like number 8? I forget. It was top 10, potentially top. I don't remember the exact stat last year, but they had a balanced attack in which they had a top 10 passing game and a top 10 rushing game. And in terms of James Cook, it's not surprising because it's exactly what you said. When your receivers, especially when it comes to the deep threat, when those are lacking, you have to be able to run the football because otherwise you're going to have every other Bills season that you've already seen in which Josh Allen's going to be forced to do absolutely everything on the field. And he can, don't get me wrong, he can, but you're going to have turnovers that are going to come with that. You're going to have mistakes that are, and it's a tough way to try and win a game. And you got to give a lot of credit to the Dolphins, man, because they came out and they played pretty damn good football. Who knew that Tua just needed to get pink eye to really set him on the right course? Unless you're playing against the Ravens. You know?
Yeah. It's, you love, you want Josh Allen to be Josh Allen when he needs to be Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they've got to do a better job on offense. It's also like, you give up 174 rushing yards to Devin Achane. That doesn't help your team, right? Like, and we've seen Buffalo also in, the loss to the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? They just
Robinson
got shredded by Bijan. And that's like the last time we saw Bijan Robinson do anything.
But we haven't seen him since. Well, that's the problem too, man, is like, and this is why it's disappointing for the Bills, because the last 2 weeks, their defenses looked really good. Like those last 2 games, right? They played really darn well. I saw this. And I think that that's what makes it even more disappointing. Like it is a divisional game, right? So like that always adds an extra layer of wonkiness. But the fact that the defense looked so bad yesterday and the offense couldn't get going. Yeah, I mean, these are concerns that now heading into week 11, as we were talking about on Friday, we're starting to get closer to talking about playoffs, and this could be an Achilles heel.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Jess's eyes are doing pretty good. Mitch, thank you for asking.
That's very nice.
Yeah, so apparently after the game, Mike McDaniel drove past a Bills bar in the Miami area to kind of troll the Buffalo Bills fans, as the story goes.
Well, I mean,
Mike McDaniel's back. He is fully back, baby.
The best thing is that the Dolphins, like, again, I want to give them a ton of credit. Ace Ventura for the win. They're 3-7. He's probably going to still lose his job probably at the end of the year unless they have a miraculous turnaround.
I don't think he's going to lose his job.
So I appreciate him going and trolling while he can. I don't know. Do you think he's going to keep his job? I mean, they fired Greer finally.
Yeah, I think they saw Greer's the problem. I think they believe in McDaniel. So we'll see.
Just bring it over here. We'll make sure that nothing happens to it. But yeah, Bills, you're concerned. Dolphins, yeah. I mean, that was a damn good game.
It's a nice win. Miami, we thought Miami would be doing this more regularly this year.
Correct.
And we'd be talking about the Dolphins a little bit more if this wasn't just their third win of the season. But yeah, if you're a Dolphins fan, enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
That's it, man. That's a big win. And I think it was, Pizzle said it was like the first time in like 1,100 days or something that the Dolphins beat the Bills. It was like some crazy thing. Hold on.
We have 5280 live viewers. Shout out Mile High City. Yeah, 5280. What game we going to next, Tom?
Let's go. You know what? Let's go Colts Falcons because that was one hell of a game in Germany.
9.
It was so good though. It was really, really good. Yeah, damn. It was so the last time that the Dolphins beat the Bills was September 25th, 2022. Damn.
Yeah, a few years. That's not that bad.
And before that, it was December 2nd, 2018.
You know, we went, 8 seasons without beating the Chiefs? Call me when you got a real problem, Miami.
Top 3 teams with great season starts and equally unhappy fan bases.
Steelers.
That's fair.
I don't know. It's, it's hard to say because I think we get such a better beat and pulse of a fan base now because of social media.
Sure.
There's probably some really good examples from the 90s and 2000s, but everybody wasn't crying and dying with every single play on Twitter while the game's happening.
Dude, it's one drive now. One drive goes wrong, and it's the first drive of the game. You're just like, this is why they fire everybody. This is why no one's going to the play. It's ridiculous. It's insane.
I think Good Morning Football did a segment of Bears fans this morning about Bears fans just bitching during the game about Caleb, about Ben Johnson, and somebody else. There's
no more patience.
Yeah, they're winning games too. Just calm down a little bit. Just calm down.
But it's also, Brandon, I feel if we just take the context of this entire season, because I think you'll agree with me, truly all cards on the table, this is one of the most unpredictable seasons that I have ever watched of football.
It has been every week.
There was 1 week a few weeks ago.
1 week.
Week 8? Was it week 8? Yeah, right. It was week 8 where it was kind of
half the teams were on a bye.
Yeah, exactly. There were 6 teams on a bye, and it was okay. This guy, there was what was it? The Bengals Jets game was the closest. It was only 1 score game, and you're all right, it's a little bit weird. The Jets won though. That's a little bit. And then since then, it has just been insanity, man. It's been crazy.
Yeah. It has been so fun.
There's very little. So the point that I'm making is that there is very little consistency from week to week. The Bills threw them really high in my top 10, right? Because they were able to knock off the Chiefs. They were playing well, and they lose to the Dolphins, right? Yeah. Panthers, oh man, look, their comeback. They lose to the Saints. This is just the Steelers, they beat the Colts, right? Their defense was a monster. They were absolute garbage yesterday.
I think the reason for all of this is I think every team in the NFL right now, they're closer to being on equal terms this season.
Yeah.
We don't have the 2 to 3 teams that have just separated themselves. You're every week that team's probably going to win. People want the Chiefs to be that team, and they still have the potential to be that team, but they just lost to the Bills last week, right? Yep. And then the Bills, after they beat the Chiefs, they lose a division game to the Dolphins. So the separation between teams in terms of how good they are is closer than I think it's been in, I don't remember the last time it's been this close.
I agree.
There've been seasons where lots of teams are competitive, right? Where maybe you don't have your 1 or 2 loss team down there, so the worst teams are a little bit better than normal, but you still usually have that upper echelon of teams. And we don't know who that is. Maybe it's the Seahawks, maybe it's the Patriots, but they had to climb up into those positions. The Dolphins the Falcons, they're sitting at 3-6. But they have looked like a very good team at times this season. And even in this game, they played a pretty damn good game. But they lost to the Colts, who have the best record in football, which nobody saw coming. And the Browns and the Jets, they're 2 terrible teams, and they gave us a painfully fun football game. The Jets scored 2 touchdowns via special teams. Justin Fields had like 54 passing yards, and they won. Like, what? What?
Oh yeah, that's tough for Cleveland. Yeah,
Cleveland sucks. You're right,
dude. Cleveland, it's not only their football team, but they're just like, hey, why don't we throw away our lives for a few $1,000s?
Yeah, Cleveland sucks in the worst way possible. They're not bad. They're just bad at offense with their offensive genius head coach, who was 2-time coach of the year. My fucking ass, Tom.
Well, to be fair, Steven Stefanski,
he got carried by Joe Flacco. And then he traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals. So Joe Flacco could go be awesome for the Bengals and still lose football games.
That's it. Hey, Bengals fans, you were safe this week. You couldn't get hurt. You couldn't. This game was good. Daniel Jones got sacked 7 times, bloody mouth and all. And you were talking about Robinson, man. Like, he has been MIA since that Bills game. And it seems like that is the key to beating the Falcons. And while the Colts allowed the Falcons to hang around in this game, I think Jonathan Taylor, he had an off week. Was it last week? It was kind of like, okay, it wasn't too good. And this week was like, okay, bet 3 touchdowns, over 240 yards on the ground. And I think that there's 2 guys right now as we head into week 11 that are kind of like favored for MVP. Jonathan Taylor, right? At least in my heart. Sure. And then Matthew Stafford is also the other guy who has been climbing up there these last few weeks. He's been playing really, really well.
No, but he's been insane.
But the Colts, we were kind of waiting to see. I know Sauce Gardner, right? His debut, he got beat pretty bad on that 2-point conversion with Drake London, but other than that, Colts are a good team.
Pretty good.
Yeah, Berlin got a game, man. They got it. There you go.
Yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, Jonathan Taylor, we would love for him to be MVP. You and I, 100% on the same page. It's not just that he's dominating, and he had close to over 280 all-purpose yards with his 3 touchdowns. In a week where Jahmyr Gibbs had $147 and Achane had 174 yards, Jonathan Taylor was clearly the best running back. The Colts, my offensive rookie of the year right now is Tyler Warren. Yeah. Now, Emeka Egbuka had a touchdown. He had 115 yards. It's going to be a race between those 2, and Egbuka's going to have the more impressive stats. But I think in terms of how important this guy is to his team, Tyler Warren, it's like when Daniel Jones needs a key play, he's going to Tyler Warren.
You're not wrong.
And in overtime, Tyler had an incredible grab to help move. It was Jonathan Taylor ripped one, and then Tyler Warren got him into range with a nice reception. They used Tyler Warren to block. He was as good as advertised, if not better than where the Colts drafted him. So
Agreed.
I fucking love Tyler Warren's what I'm saying. Everybody enjoys the Daniel Jones comeback story. And the Colts had to take it into OT, but they sacked Penix on 3rd down to get the ball back, and they won.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Xanth, no, I do. I mean, because the Steelers are so wildly inconsistent that, yes, I do think that the Ravens can come back and win the division. I think that's been the fear for a while now. Because, when they were going down, after they lost to the Packers, too, because they had a little bit of a losing streak. After they lost to the Packers, it was okay, because it was the Bengals game, and then it was the Packers, right? It was okay, well, this could be a problem here for the Steelers. And then they go and turn around and beat the Colts, which nobody expected. and then they freaking sucked on Sunday night. So yeah, as long as the Ravens can keep winning football games and their defense has looked better,
It's looked yesterday. A lot better.
Yeah.
It's looked like a different defense. I mean, if you're the Colts, you are worried about Daniel Jones and those 7 sacks this week. Yep. Was it the Steelers? Did they get him 6 times the week before? So that's 2 weeks in a row where
he's getting beat up.
Too many sacks. Now, both Pittsburgh and Atlanta have had, the Steelers at times have had a dominant pass rush. Falcons have had a pretty good pass rush this year. So you're hoping just 2 really good pass rushes 2 weeks in a row. Limit those sacks. Ravens, I guarantee you the Baltimore Ravens are going to win that division. I guarantee it.
I wouldn't doubt it at all.
The Steelers are not going to make the playoffs. I
don't know.
They're going to lose too many games. Bears winning record. Yeah, the Bears they've gotten unfairly penalized quite a bit this year.
Well, it's like Justin Fields, who never got any calls for late hits, right? It's just going to continue. So right now, the Steelers, they got the Bengals, Bears, Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens again. So they got to play the Ravens twice still. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's over. Lamar's back. The Ravens are he's too good. Lamar Jackson's too good. And we saw the difference when he wasn't on the field. And like last year, their defense has figured it out. I don't know. Like we've given the Bengals so much shit for their slow starts every year, right? The Ravens, they really topped that this year. And last season, the Ravens defense was not good to start the year, but the Ravens won some of those games. This year, they were even worse on defense. And I don't believe that their defense is great or anything, but I just believe in them as a team. And we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to talk about the Jets game real quick? We'll just kind of go in order.
I love it. I love talking about the Jets.
The Jets, they are on a 3-game non-losing streak because they had a bye week last week.
Oh, sick.
Look at that. There has been 3 weeks, almost a month, where the New Jersey Jets have not lost a football game. That's how you know the end times are upon us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Fields, he had a yard, I think, in the first half.
Justin Fields was gifted a 14-point lead without throwing a pass. Oh my God.
It's great.
Breece Hall had a really nice game. He was most of the Jets offense. It was their special teams. This game was just all Jets special teams.
Yep. They had a punt return. They had a kick return.
Yeah, it's down here. I'll get it.
Dylan Gabriel. Here's a question for you, Brandon. When do you think we see Shedeur Sanders?
I think Kevin Stefanski hates Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, they might. They might.
I think somebody else wanted Shedeur drafted, and Stefanski is putting this. But Dylan Gabriel wasn't horrible in this.
He's just not great.
He's he's not sexy.
No.
He doesn't. I mean, he had a really nice touchdown pass to Jerry Jeudy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Browns are going to be better with Shedeur Sanders, so I don't know. I really want to see Sanders play. Okay? I'm rooting for Shedeur, even though he drives a lot of people nuts, even though the Sanders drive a lot of people nuts, and I'm not a Deion Sanders fan, but I like Shedeur. I like what he did for CU. So there's this part of me who still wants to see him play well. I don't know if they gain anything by getting him in there this season, and I didn't think I would say that. Now they have a great defense. When they remember they've got a pretty good run game.
Never.
So it makes sense. Makes sense, but fudge. Yeah.
They're just and listen, good on the Jets, man. They trade away 2 of their best defensive players, and they find a way to win. Breece Hall, man. You talk about special teams. Breece Hall did pretty solid too. He did pretty nice.
No, yeah, he was their entire offense, Breece.
Yeah. So, he had 83.
83,
but he was also their lead. Dude, on one.
Look at the rest of these receivers, dude. 4 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 1 yard. What the hell is that? No receiver had more than one reception in this game. That's insane.
What? We praise all these elite quarterbacks for spreading the ball around, and we can't praise Justin Fields? Sure.
He's like, one for you, one for you, but no more. Please, sir, can I have some more?
Nope.
No. Not as Justin Fields with your quarterback. You shall have one, and you will like your one reception.
Ooh, I mean, there's a lot of great places to eat.
Is this a Justin Fields stat or the Browns are just fucking dumb stat? Like, I don't know, dude.
That's a great question.
But the Browns might have won this game, Tom, because now in a head-to-head, the Jets have the victory over the Browns. So who's going to be able to draft their quarterback? If there is a quarterback to draft.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I'm glad I'm not a fan of either of these teams. And I would like one day, I would like us to live stream a Browns-Jets playoff game, Tom. I would find that very rewarding. And Browns fans get mad at me for shitting on their team. I get it. And it's not because I have anything against Cleveland. It's because of your shitbag quarterback you got on IR. That's why.
Sure.
And I get mad when I see teams do stupid things, and the Browns do that every year. And it pisses me off because they do have a defense that should be able to hang with most teams. And even in this game, you see 27 points. That's not the defense. That's special teams. Makes me angry.
Yeah.
And
Broncos are not even
when I'm angry, unlike the Hulk.
Broncos are not even close to being the most hated team in the NFL.
No.
They're not even. Now, I hate to watch them on primetime near the very top. They are near the very, very top.
Yeah. Bo Nix is getting a lot of heat, a lot of criticism, but that will stop if the Broncos beat the Chiefs this weekend. And I hope it's the most miserable game for everybody on earth to watch.
Well, yeah, I think we're going to, if the Steelers do make the playoffs, Steelers-Broncos wild card round, and just and we go into triple overtime. Yeah. And it's just.
I hope Broncos win 5-3.
We almost saw that last night.
I know. What game we going to next?
Let's go to Houston, Jacksonville. It's right there. Oh, look at that mind meld right there. I thought this game was over. And I think so did everybody. 26 points in the fourth quarter. Davis Mills just turns it on after getting shut out in the first and third quarter. And then the Jaguars, the one quarter where they actually need to score some points, nothing.
Yeah.
Trevor is getting a lot of heat after yesterday. And the Jaguars, unfortunately for them, man, like this is just, they seem directionless, and it gets me concerned. Like, I don't know what their short-term future looks like.
Here you go.
They had 1 yard.
1 yard of offense in the fourth quarter for Jacksonville. Now, to be fair, the Texans defense is very good. And I think the Texans defense played their best football in the fourth quarter of this game.
Sure.
Also,
it's true.
Maybe it's time for Trevor Lawrence to cut his hippie hair, Tom.
I don't think that's the problem.
If you cut that goddamn hippie hair of his, he could play football like a jock instead of a goddamn hippie. Some people can see the problems clearly. Those people are me. I don't know. It's not working for you, Trevor. And when it's...
Get off my lawn.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
It's John the hippies out here with their long hair.
When it's unexplainable, you have to go to the supernatural, and it's time to cut your goddamn hair.
Now his hair's supernatural now.
Yep. Cut it off. Also, you know what? They did trade for Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
And he was their leading receiver this week. 3 receptions,
I don't know if that's...
yards. So, yeah. But, dude, it's like Danielle Hunter had 3.5 sacks in this game. Will Anderson ends the game with a sack, a strip sack that the Texans run in for a touchdown. So when you see 36-29, the Jags had a chance with very little time on the clock, and what they did was turn the ball over for a touchdown. So,
yep. This is, I mean, yeah, this was a disaster for the Jaguars.
Yeah,
like, let's just be honest, man. Like, this could not have gone worse in the fourth quarter because it's a division rival. It's against a backup quarterback, and 100%, the Texans have a very good defense.
I hate how good their defense is based on what they did to Bo Nix.
Correct. But to lose this game, and it's 29-10 going into the fourth quarter, and allowing them to score 26 for a defense, which at times has looked a lot more improved than it was last year, because the Jaguars defense last year was garbage.
Yeah.
And it just, this was just a failure in like every aspect of the game, man.
Here's the funny thing too, Tom. Okay, the two most insane fourth quarter comebacks this season, Texans, Broncos. Texans scored 26 here. Broncos scored what, 33 points against the Giants? Nobody thinks either of their offenses are any good. So two of the shittiest offenses this season, Tom, have put up ridiculous numbers in the fourth quarter to win unlikely games.
Yeah.
Another just cherry on top of how beautiful this football season has been.
And this was scoregami because the last touchdown at the very end.
Yeah, I don't care. I hate scoregami.
I know you.
I'm anti-scoregami. Bring up the boomer clip. You can take your scoregami and shove it up your hippie quarterback's ass, okay?
Get off my lawn.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Thank you.
Of course. I got you. Always. Yeah, Jaguars, they're in trouble. They're in trouble, and it's not because I don't think that they're a horrible team. I think that they're an average team. And I know that there's folks that are injured and stuff, but they just strike me as an average team. And as we have talked about for many years, that's the worst thing that you can be. And especially with like new head coach, got a couple new pieces in there. I'm curious to see how long the old regime is going to be around.
Sure. Well, the Jags are 5-4, as are the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs, nobody's worried about, Tom. They're getting credit for past homework, for past work. And it's fair because
it's fair, Brandon.
They've done it for so long. Jacksonville doesn't get that credit with the same record. There's a lot of teams that wouldn't get that credit for the same record. And you need to see more out of that offense every week.
Correct.
And this offseason, you know what? This is what I want to see. Cardinals and Jags trade quarterbacks. Let's just see what happens.
Which quarterback? Jacoby Brissett or Kyler Murray?
No, give me Kyler with Liam Cohen in Jacksonville and send Trevor to Arizona. Let's just see what happens.
Trevor to Arizona could be fun.
Then they get him back, and then they can, do another trade.
So it's just a loaning thing.
Yeah, it's on loan.
I
don't think either quarterback's very good. Both of them have the skill sets, but for whatever reason, and Trevor, he has had a lot of drop passes this year. We do know that.
Sure.
We do know that. It happens, but fuck, dude.
Taskmaster, I would worry about every single team that I have to play. People were asking, how nervous are you for Monday night? If it was the Cleveland Browns, I'd still be nervous. Why? Because we lost to the Cleveland Browns. Like every single game, it is the most week-to-week league. Nothing is taken for granted anymore. I just want to win. I don't care how ugly it is. I don't care what it looks like, because next week, my team could look completely and totally different. I think that's where we are now heading into week 11.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
The craziest thing that could happen tonight is the Packers just beat the Eagles like 30-7.
Walk them. Yep.
That would be on par for this season. And I'm not just saying that to, fillet the Packers fans watching you, Tom, but I think if that happens, we just have to accept that we are not going to know who wins the Super Bowl until even after the Super Bowl's over. I think we're going to be like,
people,
did they win? Did
people
that
were
team
saying
actually win the game?
I think I saw this comment last week in one of the chats, and it was like, imagine we go through all of this, like all the chaos, and it's just Eagles and Chiefs all over again in the Super Bowl. After all that, if we go through all of this and that's how it ends again.
No, God, no. Give me Rams, Colts.
Oh,
God. Give me Packers, Chargers. Give me anything but that.
Please. Yeah. So Jaxon Dart, man, he was playing some pretty damn good football. Big reason why they were winning this game. Had 2 rushing touchdowns. Unfortunately, he gets a concussion, and I know there's a lot of Giants fans who are like, get rid of Brian Dable right now because he is just going to destroy Jaxon Dart. And then Russell Wilson comes in.
Brian Dable's favorite player.
Yep, everybody's favorite player. And
okay,
has those stats.
All right, here's what you don't see with Russell Wilson here. 7 passing attempts. He managed to get sacked twice, Tom.
Yep.
Look, I love Jaxon Dart. I think
funny.
he's a dude. I think he's very good.
I agree.
2 rushing touchdowns on this, in this game, plus his 66 yards there. But we have seen Jaxon Dart suffer an injury every single week he's played. He's been to the medical tent multiple times. He gets dinged up. This is just a concussion. It's just he will be back this season. But I fear for the Giants and their future because they're going. He has got to adapt and change the way he plays the game a little bit. Otherwise, this is just going to be false hope for Giants fans. And with this loss, I forget what it's dating back to, but it's like the last 5 years or something. The Giants have a worse record than the Jets. Something crazy. I can't remember where I saw it. But the Jets have more wins now than the Giants, and I'm fearful for you, New York.
I feel like it's just because we talk about concussions, right? And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, he'll be back, like, in a couple weeks or what have you. But you do worry about those adding up, and especially rookies, right? This is just something to keep an eye on of like, okay, just got to make sure that something changes because you don't want this to happen frequently, right? Just like whether we're Tua, Packers dealing with Romeo Dobbs, right? It's just like, okay, yeah, that's why you wear the Guardian cap.
It's tough with a guy like Dart because such a big part of why he's having success is because he's playing the game the way he is. You know what I mean? Like, you have to ask him to shift part of what's making him succeed, and that's a tricky thing to do.
Yeah. He's asking about posters.
Oh, the posters? Oh yeah, we sold out of them. We restocked. So yes, they are here to stay.
What posters?
We did a test of, I think, whatever, the 100 or 200, because we didn't know if anybody would buy them, and then they did, so we ordered more.
What posters?
It's the cursed logos, Rachel's cursed logos.
Oh, hell yeah.
Over at Benchwarmer, shop.com. And there's digital downloads too, so we offer those.
GPS collab, only if it is recreating the Titanic scene and who is getting painted.
Oh.
Well, drawn, I guess.
Yeah, I did go to art school, so I feel like I should be painting you.
Okay, I'll wear the heart necklace.
To make it fair, I'll paint you, and I will also be nude. New drawing class? Nobody talks about the painter being naked as well.
Yeah, so I think like if we get it from behind the scenes, right? So you see like a little butt crack, and then you just see I think we can make that into a poster. Well, let's talk about the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams, his receivers did diddly squat for him yesterday. Romo Dunze, who he had his dad posting about it on social media. He was asked about it. He's like, hey, so what's with your dad making all these hits? He's like, he has his own priorities. He's posted stuff. First target of the day, Romo Dunze.
And he thanked his dad for it.
He thanked his dad. So I feel like the Bears, and this is what we've been talking about, and every time I'm asked about the Bears, they're winning football games that they would have otherwise lost. In previous years, they would have lost these games. And Caleb deserves a ton of credit for yesterday. I know he's been like, up and down a little bit this season, but he put the team on his back yesterday and he won the freaking game.
Yeah,
and
he played very well in the fourth quarter.
He did.
leads a couple touchdown drives. Like, what else do you want?
Yep.
It's not perfect yet. And I said it in power rankings last week. This is what developing a quarterback looks like.
Yes.
It's not linear. It's not perfect.
And the fact that Brandon, because the Bears are a developing football team, right? Because they got a brand new head coach. It's like, okay, it's not Caleb Williams' first year, but basically,
second year, like, come on,
what they had at coach. Yeah, you see how Eberflus is doing.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're winning while doing this, right? I don't want to make these exact parallels because I do think they're different teams, but it's similar to the Patriots, right? Heading into this year, it was like, okay, now you got Drake May some protection. He's still getting his ass kicked back there, but you got him some protection. You got him some receivers. Now see how many games that you can go out and win. So if the Bears are still figuring it out, their defense is still banged up, and they're obviously not playing perfect football, but they're still winning games. And we're heading into week 11 and they've won 6 games. As a Bears fan, I don't think you could be happier.
No, it's impressive. It's not pretty, but it's impressive.
Yep.
And it's like, I feel the same way, about the Broncos right now. It doesn't mean that Caleb is going to be great forever in the league. We're still in the I don't know phase.
Sure.
And at least for Bears fans, you can say, you know what? Caleb is playing better this season. As a Broncos fan, I'm like, I think Bo Nix is playing worse right now. So take it.
Yeah. So Ben Johnson, man, I feel like he deserves what he's been able to do for this squad. Yeah, he deserves to go. I mean, look at the Bengals game, right? Dude, they scored nearly 50 points last week.
Yeah.
That was another game. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I just want to compose myself because I'm really upset.
Yeah.
That 9 didn't show up. I'm really upset.
Yeah.
I think I can talk about this game.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be tough. So if you don't mind just bearing with me.
Yeah.
No! Make him come.
Sorry.
Make him come.
Yeah, so we'll just have the Chiefs on it. Let's talk about this game. JJ McCarthy, their leading rusher. Probably not the best. Probably not what you want to see, but he was picking up a good amount of yards every single time he was running the ball. He was getting nearly 10 yards. Naylor had that one really long touchdown.
Naylor was good.
Yeah. Justin Jefferson on that interception, because there was a few arm punts from JJ McCarthy, who literally was just like, I don't really want to make this tackle.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do it. Yeah. Ravens defense. Look good.
Better.
Look good.
Question. Are there too many J's
Yes.
on the Vikings, Tom?
Yes. Get rid of Justin Jefferson. Trade him to the Packers.
You've got JJ McCarthy, Jordan Mason, Jalen Naylor, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, a J and TJ Hawkinson, Jalen Redmond. Too many Jonathan. Too many J's, damn it.
Yep.
That's why people come here.
JT.
Yeah, McCarthy did not look great. Lamar, like, look, you can limit Derrick Henry to 75, Lamar to 176. You got to feel good about your chances of winning.
Aaron Jones. Yep.
The Vikings did not.
No, and I think, listen, we're going to poke fun at the Vikings because especially with JJ McCarthy being like, I just turn into a different person, man. I turn into 9. Now we're just going to make fun of it because this is what happens. And if the Vikings beat the Packers, then I get a whole bunch of crap. For the Vikings, they hung around. Like, this was a very close game, for a good chunk of it, especially that first half. It was very, very close. But you worry about their offense a little bit. And I feel like you saw a little bit. I mean, I'm not concerned about their offense at all. Sure. But you worry about, and again, talking about rookies, JJ's basically a rookie. I mean, this is what, his 4th start? Right? Is that right? Is his 4th, 5th? Are we at this point? He hasn't played,
I believe.
Hasn't played too many games.
No, and like, if we're talking about developing a quarterback, we gave Caleb some breathing room there. Vikings fans got to do the same, and they just have to be okay with the fact that they picked McCarthy over Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold looks awesome. You're sacrificing this year of being awesome for an unknown commodity. And that's always a really smart thing to do. You have a quarterback who plays really, really, really well for you.
Mhm.
And you choose the 13-year-old boy who's got a silly nickname when he turns into a different guy. I'm 9. Also, how old? JJ McCarthy has a baby.
He does.
He's like
yes.
22 and he's a dad right now. That's
Yes.
a lot all at once, man.
That is a lot. That is a lot.
Quarterback, a new dad. Holy fuck, JJ. I'm praying for you, dude, because that is tough.
Yeah.
That is tough. Babies having babies.
Yes. Browns are going to choose Sanders and Gabriel. Yeah, that would honestly... that'd be great. That'd be pretty great. It's okay. But yeah, Vikings, they're in last place in the NFC North. Everyone's really upset. It's a national day of mourning. But here's the thing. If the Packers lose tonight, the Bears will be tied for first place in the NFC North. So don't worry. My national nightmare, it's just continuing.
Dan Campbell took over play calling duties.
It was bifocals.
Oh, with Dan with the glasses?
With his glasses. Yeah, I got Dan Campbell with the glasses. Their offense looked a lot better. I don't think John Morton's ever going to call a play ever again. This is against a Commanders team that is beat to hell.
Bad defense that's also injured and that's also old, going against one of the most explosive offenses in the league. I think Dan Campbell kind of 4D chessed us. He's like, I'm going to take over play calling duties against a defense I could beat in my sleep.
Yeah.
But Dan said it's still like a very collaborative effort. And I believe that with Campbell. Like some coaches would say that, but not mean it. Jared Goff, just perfect. But frick, Jahmyr Gibbs, dude, how do you stop that man?
Monster.
It's every year I kind of like fall in love with a single running back that I just enjoy watching. And as good as Jonathan Taylor is, Jahmyr Gibbs to me feels like the most impressive running back every week, where he appears to just be athletically better than anybody trying to defend him. And Jonathan Taylor kind of reminds me of because there was a stat yesterday of Gibbs having 41 total touchdowns, and he's in like a crazy class of running backs to do that before the age of 24. I think Smith was in there, Barry Sanders was in there, Jim Brown, and I think maybe Randy Moss. But Jahmyr Gibbs, in terms of how athletically gifted he is, reminds me more of Barry Sanders, even though the way they play the position's very different. And Jonathan Taylor reminds me more of Emmitt Smith, where it just and this is not to be a knock on Taylor, but watching Emmitt Smith to me was always just a little bit less impressive than what Barry Sanders was doing at the same time period. And Gibbs, man, blows my mind. He's just insane. He's ridiculous.
And his speed is just out of this world. Dylan, I don't think Drake May is a top candidate for MVP, to be honest with you. I think he's playing very, very well. Don't get me wrong.
Stafford, Taylor, Drake May right now. You could make
Stafford and Taylor are above it for me. And the thing I think that makes this, like, you look at this, both running backs who are both very good, right? Because Montgomery, if he's the guy of the day, right? And he's got the hot hand, giving them to both 15 times, that's what makes that offense so good, because both running backs can take over. So, and J-Mo, he had his game. Every now and then, J-Mo's just like, yes, I am going to be an absolute stud. There you go. That was his game. Also, the Sun guy got punched in the face yesterday in this game.
Yeah.
He got punched in the face. Deron Payne also got suspended. So do you think that maybe like it was like, all right, so Brian Branch did it, why not? Also, I mean, if you're a Commanders player, you might just want a week off. I feel like we're at that.
I was thinking about that. Like, that's kind of a big deal. Payne gets suspended, one of your best defensive linemen. And then I'm like, nah, you're the Commanders and your defense already bad and injured. I mean, fucking Von Miller on his podcast last week said he had a chance he basically chose the Commanders over the Seahawks And he basically compared the Seahawks to watching like your hot ex-girlfriend. Or it was like, damn it, I forget. You had a chance. It was like your hot ex-girlfriend, and he's at his current house with his regular girlfriend, and they're just like watching TV together. It was a weird analogy, but he was definitely dunking on his own team and his own situation, and said he picked the Commanders because of Jaden Daniels, and now he's watching Sam Darnold and the Seahawks light it up. But I don't know if the Seahawks would have if they chose Von Miller over DeMarcus Lawrence, because DeMarcus Lawrence, we talked about in power rankings last week, and then he goes on to have 2 touchdowns for Seattle this week. So I think if that was kind of the decision the Seahawks were making,
and it was like the same play too.
Yeah,
I mean,
they made the correct one.
A couple games real quick. New England and Tampa. I know we kind of like talked around them a little bit.
Sure.
Henderson. There have been Patriots fans who have been clamoring, please just give him the ball. This is why you give him the ball. Because 55-yard touchdown, 69-yard touchdown, he could break a game open, right? Their defense continues to play well. And this was a close game for a good while, but the Patriots were able to close it out. And again, the Buccaneers, they're another team, man. They don't have their top running back. They don't have their top 2 wide receivers, right? They're beat up, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Yeah. And Drake May does get hit a bunch. But I feel like the Buccaneers, it's just so tough to evaluate them. Like, they are a good team, but without those key pieces, like, I think that's what's keeping them from being a great team right this second. And Ibuka, like you said, still, dude, holy crap, did they draft the right wide receiver? Like, that was a great draft pick, because now we're heading into week 11. Godwin's hurt. Mike Evans is hurt, the thing that they were preparing for. It seems like they had a lot of foresight there.
Yeah. And Tez Johnson has been another great draft pick for the Bucs.
Yep.
In Tampa, they were up 10-7, and then
they scored easily on their first drive.
Yeah, they're up 10-7. It was right before halftime, and then the Patriots scored a touchdown. It was the Diggs touchdown, which is an incredible catch by Stephon Diggs in the end zone.
Oh, yeah, right before.
And then the Patriots come out of halftime, scored another touchdown. So Baker Mayfield went from having a lead and then coming back into the game the next time down 11 points. You're like, fuck, what happened?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good game, and Tampa had an opportunity when they it was a great interception for the Bucs by was that Tyke Smith? Yeah, he picked off Drake May in the end zone. Pretty ridiculous grab there.
It was a tough throw. I don't know why we're making that throw, because it was like double coverage, but yes. I feel like the Patriots, now they've won 7 in a row, right? They deserve credit, man. They deserve a lot of credit. They're a good team.
They're both good football teams. I didn't walk away from this going, you know what, the Bucs are in trouble.
It's fair, Kyle.
It's just they got outplayed by a team that I think is healthier and, maybe just a little better than them right now.
Talk about those afternoon games. We got some games there. So, real quick, sorry. Panthers and Saints.
Oh, did I not have that up on the screen ever?
No, nothing's up on the screen. No.
I've been scrolling through this, not realizing it.
Hey, Zach. Happy freaking fracking birthday.
Happy birthday, Zach.
It's
sorry. Yeah,
I
was showing like the things I was in. It wasn't on the screen.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm stupid.
It's all good. It's good. And Drake May actually was super complimentary of Baker too at the end of the game, because he was just like, he's like, I think he had a really good game. The problem is like Sean Tucker's fine. It's just he ain't Bucky Irving, so they need him back quickly.
Yeah, we touched on this, right?
Burn again, a fitty.
Oh, Philadelphia. Those are getting the most hate this year between the tush push drama and the new ref narrative. Like, we're not the Chiefs. Yeah, you're not. You're not. People are going to come after the king. The crown is heavy, Philly. And when the crown is heavy...
But I love sex.
I just busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth.
I don't watch porn.
Everybody's overwhelmed by your girth, Philadelphia.
All right, couple things here. One, Tyler Shook had a very nice day. He looked really darn good. Also, here's how you beat the Panthers. You stop Rico Dowdle. Packers couldn't do it because he was averaging less than 3 yards a carry. And that's how you do it. I mean, Bryce Young did not have a good day. He also didn't have a good day last week, but they were able to do enough to win because the Packers could not stop Rico.
Yeah.
And for the Saints, I feel like because Rattler, he had two bad games, right? But before that, we were just talking about like, hey, this Rattler guy, he's not bad. He ain't the worst player on their offense. And now when them switching over to Shuck, how he did okay last week and had a really good game this week, I feel like the rest of the season, we're just going to see if he can develop and be that guy who it's like, all right, even while he does need support around him, he's standing out as being a pretty darn good quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a home run for them.
That the Saints do continue to try and get Taysom Hill at least one passing attempt every game.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that, New Orleans. I mean, we like it when you do.
Sure. Yeah.
But you don't have to.
But yeah, so Panthers, they're now sitting at 5-5. I don't think the Saints are going to go on a run or anything, but they deserve some credit here, man. They played a good game. Panthers, I think we're still having some questions about Bryce Young. I think that's where we are today. Seahawks, it was 21-0 like before I blinked.
Yeah.
I thought this could be a close game. They obliterated them.
Yeah, funniest part, Darnold, 12 passing attempts.
Yep.
It was 2 defensive touchdowns. And then I think Darnold, they had him throw twice the entire second half, I believe, because, they were up by this many points. And I think that's just a sign of having a true defensive head coach where they're going to have a big lead in the second half, and he does not feel the desire to have his quarterback throw it around at all. Just eat that clock and get the hell off the field. That's what the Seahawks did.
The Seahawks are the greatest first half team in football. Then in the second half, they just start turning the ball over weirdly. Sam Darnold had 2 fumbles.
3.
That. It's like he did it against the Texans too. It's like, oh, they're playing really well. And then it's just weird. But yeah, Seahawks, I think they continue to be arguably the best team in football. They're super balanced. Their run game was going nicely, and they stomped the Cardinals. They could completely take their foot off the gas in that second half.
Yeah.
So, yep. This game was not close. This one I thought was going to be closer because the 49ers have been able to hang around, but the Rams absolutely stomped them, man.
Yeah. They're good.
Scary.
The Rams are good. Matthew Stafford's playing like the best QB every week. I think he's been 3 or 6 straight games without a pick for Stafford. He's throwing 4 touchdowns a game.
Yep.
Devontae Adams got a little banged up in this. I don't know what his status is, but yeah, I mean, Rams are good. And the Niners, they've hung in there. They got thoroughly outplayed.
But what do? You just stop CMC. And he had a decent game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, 96 total yards, which is holding McCaffrey.
I don't think the Jets are going to have a better record than the Giants as long as Jaxon Dart comes back relatively soon. I think Dart can win him a bunch of games. So, you still believe in Wilson? Let's ride. We'll see. We'll see. Rams, they're looking scary. This game.
Dude, the Chargers and Broncos are kind of similar in that both their defenses legit very, very good. I do not want, if I'm a football team, I don't want to have to go against the Chargers defense. I don't want to have to go against the Broncos defense.
Yep.
Chargers offense, better. It is a lot better than the Broncos offense.
Give me both, Kira.
But it evens out a little bit because the Chargers, due to those injuries, might have the worst offensive line in football, and we might see that play out through the rest of the season. But I think you got to credit Justin Herbert for playing behind a very bad offensive line. I saw
it's fair.
Somebody posted
excuse me,
the still images of the Chargers offensive line, and at the bottom they had like their PFF ratings.
Yeah.
And each guy was like 36 out of 36, 32 out of 34, like their line. And this is, it's PFF. They get to put those up there. Collinsworth is on the call. It's his company. I'm like, damn, Chargers, if you can just survive and get into the playoffs, you got a chance, but it's just going to be tough with that line.
But if they see that, then they didn't watch the football game, you know? You said it, but Herbert deserves a ton of credit here, man. Yeah, he's getting beat up, you know, and he's sometimes does not have any time to throw that football. Vidal, it was a little slow, but got things going later on, and they were able to kind of burn some clock against the Steelers. They only allowed a single touchdown in the very end of that game. Yeah, this was one of Aaron Rodgers' worst games.
Yeah,
he was bad. I mean, like, there were some things that were not his fault, but he was not good last night. It was ugly. Dude.
Yeah, it is late for old man in prime time.
I don't think Tebow's going to get saved. I mean, maybe by him, but I don't think he's going to get saved. Listen, bring back Josh Rosen. Come on, give him the KOC and see what he can do. Why not?
Ooh,
Steelers, they're sitting at 5-4. Chargers still at 7-3. They're still atop the AFC West. Oh no, you guys are right. You guys are still
Denver's number one, motherlicker.
Oh, gosh.
Only 2 losses, okay?
CJ, we just got to yours. Chill out, man. We're getting there. I feel like for the Steelers, we talked about them at the beginning of this game, at the beginning of this episode. I feel like it's just last night's game was long. I don't know. I feel like they are just there where everybody predicted them to be. Like, I see them getting 9 wins, maybe 10 wins, and maybe making the playoffs. But
yeah,
it's another one. What team shows up?
It's hard because the Steelers have played 2 bad games, but in the middle of those 2 bad games, they handled business against the Colts. That just makes it confusing.
And there's that consistency.
And Rodgers missed a throw to DK Metcalf early in this game, had him deep. It's just like one of those throws you don't see Rodgers miss that often. There's dropped or a ball that bounced off one of the receivers' hands, went right to the Chargers. I feel like the Steelers I feel like this is the team that the Steelers are this season. And now that I said that, they're going to look great at their next game, but like I can't figure them out like so many teams. But I think the Steelers might be bad, below average, not bad, but below average.
Just an okay team. And again, it's just so tonight, right? Eagles Packers, and I mean this in my heart. I don't know which team is going to show up, and you can make that argument for the Eagles. They have the consistency. Those last 2 games, they've looked very, very good. That offense has been clicking, right?
Yeah. I think Philly is a better team than Green Bay.
I think how they're playing now, yeah.
I think the Eagles are going to win convincingly. But because I think that makes me believe what I said earlier in that the Packers are just going to be the team that actually wins very convincingly. Yeah. That's how stupid this year is. Saquon's playing, right? He's playing for Philly.
Yeah. AJ Brown practiced.
Yeah. Parsons got to get pressure again.
Yeah.
Tough offensive line to do that against.
And our blocking is not great. Vrabel, I think, gets coach of the year right now for me because McDonald's great. Don't get me wrong, but like they were a 10-win team last season. I feel like
with Geno Smith.
Yeah. He could have gotten it last year. Maybe.
Yeah. Was his best work actually with Geno last year?
Avatar, I agree with that. And I think that is going to be the ultimate test, right? You have Rams Seahawks next week. Like that game is going to be really damn good.
We're going to find out.
Test. We're going to find out.
We're going to find out, I think.
Yep. So, yeah, exactly. Not great at it. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game for the Packers, but being played in Lambeau, I'm hoping that the team that has dominated at times this season is the one that shows up tonight. And we'll see what happens, man.
I love it.
It's going to be fun. Perna, what do you got coming out?
We put up a video about the YouTube ESPN dispute. You can go check that out. And then we're working on winners and losers. There's a chance if I get crazy, I could have it up tonight, but it'll probably be up tomorrow morning.
Ooh.
Been trying to get ahead since Johnny's got Packers Monday Night Football. So
that's right.
We worked our little butts off yesterday, Tom.
That's it. Put in that work. It is true. Yeah, today I'll have every NFL fans that will be released after the Packers game. I'm obviously going to stream the Packers game. I don't know if I'll have a Packers reaction because that I might just do a Packers post game. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of content coming out late. That's basically what it's going to be.
Late night.
I'm kidding. Yeah, it's a big game tonight, Monday Night Football. Eagles, Packers. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Rams playing well. But folks, appreciate the hell out of you. Went into a little OT for GPS today. Yeah. I'll see you later tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigating.
You reached your destination.
Where?
9.